You know they be saying, you the birthday?
When the rhythm hits that beat, bet your body join it too. Take your seat, clap your hands, take your seat, stomp your feet. Feel the sound from head to ground, let it move you when it hits. Take your seat, clap your hands, take your seat, stomp your feet. This ain't classic, this is real. This is how transformation feels. Ooh.
Welcome,
Yay.
welcome. Back to the SIT Podcast. Hi, SIT Podcast family.
SIT Podcast One. I'm the host, Michelle the Golden Link, here with our lovely host, Sabrina Crumpton. And today we will also have joining us Natasha McCartney and Dr. Arthur Solomon Carr. Let's give them all a round of applause.
Woo! This is going to be an amazing show today, you guys. But then again, I say that every week, don't I?
It is always
Because
amazing.
it is.
Yeah.
It really, especially because they got two of the greatest hosts on the planet.
Absolutely.
Well, three if we add my Natasha.
Yes, and our amazing guests always come on and support us. And,
Absolutely.
Want to give a shout out to Norm for giving us this.
Hey,
platform.
Norm. Shout out to Norm.
And also our engineers, Jeff and Trish.
Yes,
Yay,
we could
shout
not
out to
have a
them
show
too.
without them. But more importantly, our lovely people out there in Facebook land and YouTube land. We couldn't have a show if you guys wasn't watching.
Nope.
So we just want to say thank you.
And yay.
Yay. Who is out there today in Facebook land and YouTube land?
Okay, I think you want to go ahead and get started. We got two important announcements to make.
Yes,
Okay, we go ahead with
yes. So
those.
we're going to jump right in. You're right, Michelle, because we are really on a time constraint today. So we want to make two important announcements. The first one is that we, the SIT Podcast girls, will be... The SIT Podcast One girls. I got to keep remembering that one. Will be sponsoring a Queen for Prom. So to my ladies who are graduating this year, senior prom, we are going to sponsor not one, but guess what, y'all? Two girls this year for prom. We are going to take care of them from head to toe. So the hair, the makeup, the nails, the dress,
You
the
mean-
shoes,
Everything did?
everything. And so we are so excited, and we are looking for two young ladies that we will be hosting and sponsoring for senior prom. We will pay for everything. If you are interested, send us an email at sitpodcast.com, sitpodcast1 at gmail.com, and we will send you all the instructions on how to apply for and win the sponsorship to become taken care of by
That's
the SIT
amazing.
Podcast One crew.
That's amazing. I'm so excited about that. What else we have coming
I
up?
am too, especially since last year we donated the 50 dresses.
Oh, yes,
This year I wanted to do something
Wasn't it
different.
100 dresses?
It was 50.
Oh, 50. Okay. So last year we donated 50 dresses. So that was really amazing. I'm excited that we did that. So it's like we have this prom thing going. We like to support the prom because we know that is a magical night for the ladies and the gentlemen.
And we want
But
to
we
keep
wanna
making it
focus on the
magical.
ladies right now.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Where's my Natasha? Natasha, are you in the house tonight? Tonight.
While
What
we're waiting for Tasha,
we
why
have
don't
another-
talk about our other
Talk
event?
about it, Shell, the workshop.
The workshop. I'm so excited. We have some wealth building strategies coming up on May 17th at the YMCA in Piscataway from 2 to 4 is on a Sunday after church. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited. We have Miss Sabrina Crumpton here, our AI specialist. She's going to be giving you some nuggets, some tools and tips along with Rodney
Recording
Jackson.
stopped.
Recording stop. Okay.
Record and stop.
And then we
Remember,
have
guys,
Rodney
we are
Jackson.
live. We
Yes.
cannot say,
We cannot
take
do
one,
anything.
cut.
But we also have Rodney Jackson, King Rodney. We got the two queens, Sabrina and Cara. Cara is going to be talking about her real estate and first-time home buyer programs. So we're trying to get everybody set up for generational wealth. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, and the
Okay.
nice thing is I want everybody to think of when they, we've been putting out our flyers. We've been talking about it. Hey, Shelly, it girl. And we've been talking about this workshop for some time now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's $39.99 now after May 1st. It is just a small investment in yourself so that you can learn how to build generational wealth. These three pieces together, the basic AI, the financial wellness, the real estate, learning how to purchase a home with no or low money down, those three pieces together is going to help you build a generational worth. And I don't want us just to think about ourselves, right? I want us to think about future generations and what we can leave behind. I don't care if it's leave behind money, leave behind knowledge, leave behind wisdom, leave behind something. But take the class. I promise you, you won't be disappointed.
And that was my question. I said, well, where is the money at in 2026?
Well, we're going to show you.
And you guys showed me. Can we put the flyer up?
We are going to show you where the money is at.
In 2026, we need to find it out, and we have 3 people that's going to share their knowledge with us, Sabrina Crumpton, Rodney Jackson, and Cara. How do you say Cara's last name? Because I don't never want to fumble.
Cara? No, I'm not going to mess up that
I always
beautiful
say
last name.
Cara, I'm sorry. Just charge it to my brain, not my heart.
But I'm telling you, she's phenomenal. Everywhere we go, somebody knows Cara.
Somebody knows Cara.
Somebody knows her. She is a superstar in her right, and just the fact that she's coming in to support us through this process, I'm telling you, this is going to be a phenomenal workshop.
Yes. So get your tickets on Eventbrite. Email us if you have any questions, or call us at 732-902-1252, and we're going to go right ahead and say hello to Tasha.
Hi, Tasha!
Hey. And we can show the flyer later.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Tasha, how you doing, boo?
I'm doing well today. I'm doing well. I know we won't have time, but just to put it out there, I saw the Michael movie over the weekend, so we'll plan to discuss that in future sessions. I took notes too.
Good, good. You know what? I think we should do that segment, a movie segment for Sit Podcast.
Okay.
Because I love going to the movies.
Okay.
The new Cisco and Ebert.
Yes. Well, we gonna be
the golden link and the Britt Brett and the golden link.
With our expert.
With our expert, right? And the expert.
We got the expert.
Yes. Really quick, because we do have a few minutes before we play the video.
Okay.
Tell us about May. What's happening for May?
Oh, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. It's also Teacher Appreciation Week this week.
Right.
And also vote. Get ready to vote.
Oh,
voting is in June,
and we're going to be talking about that.
We need to make sure we keep our eye on the prize and make sure we stay focused on that. And I think that's really all I have for Mother's Day, too.
Mother's Day is coming
you
up.
Guys, a happy Mother's Day. You, and me, and all the other mothers
and
out
all
there.
the other mothers, we love you. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. So
welcome, Facebook. Go ahead, Tosh.
I think we should announce that the show after Mother's Day is going to be really inspiring to mothers. So for all the mothers that's listening and watching, I think you guys are going to get a lot of information about the show on May 11th.
Yes.
It's actually dedicated to women and motherhood.
Yes.
So, and these ladies do a wonderful job at getting guests, and we just kind of plug them into the calendar. And when we got off our planning meeting with the guests that we're going to have on May 11th, I was like, this is the perfect show to have literally right after Mother's Day.
Yes.
So I hope all of you guys please spread the word and share, subscribe. It's going to be phenomenal. So towards the end, I'm sure they're going to let you guys know the topic, but it's definitely for the mothers. It's a show dedicated to mothers.
And we need all the mothers to watch this show, because I promise you, you will take away so much just from our discovery call when we talk to the ladies that we're going to bring on next week. I didn't want to get off the phone. I literally had to text Michelle and be like, look, you need to save them questions for next week, because this is good. It is really good.
I just resonated so much with them, because I too had a bout of mental health issues.
Don't give it out. Don't give it away.
Okay,
don't give it away.
Next week. Okay, let's talk about who we have today.
Okay, so today, who do you have today, Shell?
I have my favorite cousin.
Yep.
Dr. Arthur Solomon Carr.
Yep.
And he's going to talk about his new business. It's digital marketing, and he can explain a little more, but he also helps us with flyers and things like that. But since Mother's Day is coming up and Teacher Appreciation, everyone can reach out to him and get their digital cards made.
I need us to really watch this video on solo digital marketing. This is Dr. Arthur Solomon's business, and ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to look at the video right now.
Capture the dream, bring it into the strain. Every grind we design, make your message shine. Who can dream it, we can build it. If you believe it, we reveal it. We bring ideas to life, turn your vision into life. From the spark to the screen, every eye. We create what you see. Solo digital media, turn one vision to the screen. Solo digital media. Capture the dream, bring it into the strain. Every grind we design, make your message shine. Who can dream it, we can build it. If you believe it, we reveal it. We bring ideas to life, turn your vision into life. From the spark to the screen, every eye. We create what you see. Solo digital media, turn one vision to the screen. Solo digital media. Capture the dream.
Welcome, Dr. Arthur Solomon.
Carr. In the building.
In the building.
Hey, Cuzzo. What we're going to do is Sabrina's going to ask you a few questions. I just wanted to welcome you here on the SIT Podcast 1. Thanks for your amazing talent. And that was courtesy of our amazing Sabrina Crumpton AI strategies and tools that she's going to be sharing with you guys. That was her video and her song.
Yes, for
She's
Dr.
amazing.
Yes.
Yes. All right, so we all working together as a family. We got our family members. Sabrina has Tasha. I have Arthur.
Did you get jealous? Did you want? I'm just playing.
Yeah, you know I never get jealous. I just joined the party.
Give it to him right there. I know that's right. So, Dr. Solomon. Should I say Dr.
Yes.
Solomon? I like that. I always wanted to ask you because I've known you now for, I would say, a good fair amount of time, and I just think you are an amazing person outside of this digital marketing. But tell me, what inspired you to create solo digital media?
So I created it because, first of all, if you can think back when 2020, when COVID happened, nobody was going out shopping, nobody was going into stores, everybody had to keep their distance. So that's when media platform really became alive. Mm-hmm. And so Hallmark and American Greetings have been taking everybody's money for a long time. And you have to spend all this time in the store picking out cards. And so instead of spending that time in the store now picking out cards, all you have to do is either call me or text me or fill out the form and tell me what kind of card you want made. With Mother's Day coming up, I've got some cards.
He's a little frozen. Now, Dr. Solomon actually sent us a Mother's Day card.
Okay.
And it was...
Hope that answered your question.
Yeah. No, I was just telling them, because you were frozen for a minute, that you sent us a Mother's Day card, and it was absolutely breathtaking. I love the way the flower opened up, and I love the message that you said, you sent to the mother.
Happy Mother's Day to his mom.
It was absolutely beautiful.
Mill. She's having her heavenly Mother's Day along with mommy and the rest of the brothers and sisters, the sisters.
What advice, Dr. Solomon, would you give young creatives interested in graphic design? What advice would you give young folks who want to get into the business?
Just do it. Like, there's going to be challenges. People going to be putting you down and telling you can't do it or the market's too big. It's enough people. Yourself what everybody is doing. Be unique and do it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And what's your website? How can people reach you on your website?
So my website is called SolomonDigitalMedia.com.
Mm-hmm.
And they can also email me at contact@SolomonDigitalMedia.com.
And on your website, can they see some of your work? because you sure gave us some of it, and it was beautiful.
Yes, I'm so proud of you, cuz.
So sometimes it takes the website a minute to upload, but there's some things on my website if you pull up the page.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a contact number you want to give out as well?
So yeah, I'm not going to give out my contact number right now, but
You mentioned
contact
phone. You
email.
said call me or text
So
me.
I personally purchased that business email address.
Okay, let's have it again. I don't think I wrote it down.
At SolomonDigitalMedia.com, and it'll go straight to me.
Okay, say it one more time. You broke up.
So it's contact, the word contact, CONTACT,
Uh-huh.
at SolomonDigitalMedia.com.
Okay, so I know you have some really cool ideas for the mothers out here and the teachers too, because it's Teacher Appreciation Week. All right, so I hope they reach out to you and so you get your work done, because I know you love doing it. It's your passion now, and I'm so proud of you. And enjoy your baseball game.
Yeah, thanks. I also do graduation cards, announcements, parties, weddings, invitations.
How long would it take for someone to receive a product from the time they contact you, solidify the deal? How long does it take?
So it could take depending on how complex they want it. If they don't want it too complex, less than there's a 24-hour turnaround. So
Wow, that's pretty good.
I can make it happen. Yeah.
All right.
Any questions, Tosh, for Dr. Solomon?
No. Yes, I'm excited about this, and I'm excited about him exploring self-employment and everything that's related to the May 17th event with AI. And now, we have him coming on and showing how he's doing things with the computer, and AI helps bringing us into the digital age, because we have a lot of people a little resistant to that.
Yeah.
And I love that we're able to host and show that that's the way we're moving. So we got to get a little bit more comfortable with this. So thank you, Dr. Solomon, for coming on and giving the community a resource to do, something a little bit different. I think, I don't know if you guys heard about this, but I tend to give away little gifts to people, and it's called like Sugar Wish. And it's the best thing that's been invented. You could go on there and purchase purchase a package, and then you could send it to them electronically, and then they could pick what they want, and they have different things. So I like that, we're moving into that age.
Digital,
yeah, where somebody just made me feeling good. I could be at work saying, I love my husband. Let me reach out to Dr. Solomon and make me a card for him today, because today this is what I'm feeling about.
Exactly.
So I love that we have this level of flexibility.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And I'm so, and into what you said, Tasha, embracing the digital era is tough for some people, right? Because when new stuff come out, and I know AI, you hear all the positive, you hear all the negative, but as we know, AI is not going to go anywhere. So we can take that platform and do some positive things with it as opposed to the negative.
Yes.
And so I appreciate the fact that Dr. Solomon is taking it to a positive side of things. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Well, love you, cuz. And with that, we're going to give you an applause, and we'll see you on the other side.
Yeah.
Love you too. Thanks, everybody.
All right.
Are we
Have a
going to
good
be
day.
good? Are we able to show his card, or no, we don't have it?
You know what? I didn't send it in time.
We'll
Okay, got it. Okay.
If you want, I can show it to you if you give me a second.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Let me
And I'm going to drink me some tea while
okay.
I get
wait,
that.
'cause
Tasha, where your teacup? Tip it. Woo.
I'm still connected, right? Yeah, give me
this tea
1
is good.
second. Yeah, drink some tea.
This some
Facebook family, YouTube family, you out there with us tonight. Hey, Grammy. Hola. I'm so glad you guys are with me. I love you. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, Janine. Pugalina. You dropped them.
family.
You dropped that fire, Poogie. Oh
tea
my
is
goodness.
really good.
I love my family. They are always supporting me. I don't know what I would do without you all.
I think the two of us, our families are joining together.
Amazing.
So nicely.
Yes.
A little melting pot.
Yes. We are. We really are.
Okay, yeah, I have it.
You gotta keep it
Let me see if
positive.
I can make my screen big now.
All right, cuz.
He's gonna show us. He's gonna use
show
more
us that card.
electric technical stuff to show us this.
I
Yes,
see.
Yep.
yes.
All right.
I see you got some nice hands.
Cut it out. All right. We
Cut it out.
let me see. All right. Can we see?
Yes,
It's
I
a
can
little
see.
cloudy, but
it's a little blurry.
it's a little
So,
blurry. I said cloudy. It's a little
It's a
blurry.
little blurry. Hold on.
Yeah, maybe
Let
a
me
lot
make
blurry.
it bigger. And then let me see if y'all can hear it.
You're trying to
Show
show a
us
screen with a screen, so we might have to find
Hold on,
another
huh?
opportunity to play it. He said, "Hold on, I'm gonna show this."
No,
thing,
no,
'cause I
no.
need
Hold
your-"
on. I got it.
Well, I'm gonna drink.
Okay.
It's still blurry.
I love you. I
All
miss
right.
you. Happy Mother's Day.
All
Yeah,
right,
that-
cuz.
it's not doing
we
it
got
justice,
you next
but-
show. We got you next show. All right. We'll show it the next show.
All right.
All right.
We'll
Yes.
put it on our
Next show will
website.
be-
And we'll put it on our Instagram and social media pages. And
As your brother and P and I would say, peace and hair grease, cuz.
Well, piece of hair grease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
right.
Love you.
All right. Love you guys.
All
All
right.
Yes.
Enjoy
right.
your game.
Take
Good
care.
luck.
Thanks for having
And
me
be
on.
safe. Yeah, no
right.
sliding to the bases too fast.
All right. Later.
So that would be great to show. We'll show it next
Yeah,
week
we'll
after
show it
Mother's
next
Day
week,
as
after
well.
Mother's Day,
Yeah.
right. That'll be nice.
That'll be really nice.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So we gotta keep it moving. We got some hot stuff coming up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, look at your cousin Chase say he got to run and get his tea ready too. He's
Chase,
watching
get your
on YouTube.
tea, family.
Yes, yes,
YouTube
we gotta
family,
have that.
Facebook family, get your tea so we can sit down and just have a good night. We're gonna talk. We're gonna have some
Right,
fun.
Keep it positive and fun. Like
And
we
if
are.
you guys have anything that you want to just talk about, send it in the chat. We'll make sure we do our homework and bring it to you all. If there's any products you guys want to talk about, display, or you want us to talk about on the show, send it to us. You don't necessarily have to come on, because I know some of y'all are like, I'm not getting on that camera. And that's fine. We don't mind
the only thing
displaying
is
content.
live. I wish we could like cut it up,
Yeah.
but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But all right, so why don't we get into chapter 1?
We're going to get into chapter 1 right now. We're going to show the video to my book,
Yay!
Rediscovering Your Worth.
All right.
Rediscovering my worth. Oh, I walk through shadows, carry the pain, losing myself in the pouring rain. I gave my love but forgot my own name. Now I'm rising, I won't be the same. Every tear that I felt became a seed, blooming courage, giving strength I need. The voice inside is calling me. It's time to be free. I'm rediscovering my worth, the treasure I've held since birth. No chains, no shame can hold me down. I found my voice, I've claimed my crown. Through the fire, through the dirt, I've been reborn, I've healed the curse. Now I stand in the light of my truth.
Hello.
Hi, Tasha. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Good.
What is this?
Okay, we'll talk to you later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Sabrina, can you please put your shoes off my desk?
Michelle, it's just a desk. It's not that serious.
It's serious to me.
Wow.
This is my desk.
Wow. Okay, I didn't
Area.
think it was a big deal. You didn't have to come at me like that.
Well, I'm not coming at you. I'm asking you to respect my place of business.
You should have said it nicer. Now it feels like you're making a problem out of it.
No. What's making this a problem is me feeling uncomfortable in my own work area.
Okay, I hear you. I didn't think about it like that.
I've done that before, stayed quiet to keep the peace. But you know what? I'm not doing that no more.
You're right. I should have been more mindful. My bad.
Well, I'm not trying to attack you. I just need you to respect what matters to me. You're lying. It says you're lying right here.
You're right. I should have been more mindful. My bad.
Well, choosing myself felt uncomfortable, but necessary.
And being corrected didn't feel good at first, but it helped me grow. I'm sorry. Woo! So
You think I can get a part in the movie?
no. Okay. So we just really wanted to show what somebody crossing boundaries would look like,
Yes.
and how somebody responded to it would look like. Tasha, what did you think about that skit?
Did you like the
Well,
red bottles?
Yes. I love the red bottoms. Perfect for this. Perfect for the skit. But what we're going to be talking about is the first chapter of Rediscovering Your Worth,
Yes.
and it's about doubt, self-doubt.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what that skit illustrated was Michelle overall speaking to you from a place where she wasn't doubtful, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where she was able to speak to her friend, her partner, her colleague about something that she felt uncomfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
And that requires a lot of courage.
It does.
So in that moment, it did not demonstrate that she was doubtful, because maybe in the past she had been doubtful, because I think she did express that throughout the skit towards the end, and now she's trying to speak up for herself in that way. Like we'll talk about boundaries later, but we want to focus this on illustrating what self-doubt looks like and what it doesn't look like.
Mm-hmm.
And I think on the part of Sabrina, the counterpart, it makes me wonder, because I'll just let everybody know I read my cousin's book multiple times, but the first time I read it, I realized I read it from a therapeutics perspective, because I kind of did my own thing. I actually wrote I guess what you would call like a short what people give you feedback in the book, and you put them in. So I just voluntarily wrote mine for her second edition, because I'm going to have a quote in her book about her book. If you want, I'll read it later. If you want to, I'll read it.
Yeah.
But the multiple times I've read it after, I've actually read it from me just being like a layperson, just looking at me and putting the lens on myself about self-doubt.
Yeah.
And so I say that to say that when I look at Sabrina's behavior,
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's coming from a doubtful place or insecure place in
Yes.
her, that because you have to wonder what will make her think it's okay to put her feet up on someone else's furniture.
Exactly.
Or the way that the skit played out. So I think that was what I wanted to bring to tonight's discussion, that we could look at it from both ends.
Yeah,
because
and I told her she got to stop doing that, coming to my house, putting her feet on the couch and stuff.
Right. So now her decision making, the cognitive process in there, and her decision making, is that actually coming from a doubtful place, right?
Yes.
And as we get more into tonight and we share some of our stories to help illustrate this for the audience, I think that's kind of some of the things that I look for in myself as I'm reading myself, because I've always been loved and nurtured, so I definitely don't have self-doubt. Maybe overly confident people will tell me I have a lot of self-worth, but I also have gaps in my interpersonal relationships with other people, and I wonder if some of those things that I'm doing are coming from a doubtful place. Right. So hopefully we can have a good, healthy discussion, because it don't, as the book says, self-doubt don't come storming out at you where oh, this is a problem. It's very quiet. It doesn't come out. It's very soft and unspoken to some extent.
Right. It's almost like you said, the friend that never goes home. But the one reason why I wanted to do this skit is because now Michelle did a great rendition of putting up some good boundaries or healthy boundaries, right? But what about the person who lets it go and doesn't say anything, even though they may want to say something? You know what I mean? That's a little bit of that self-doubt, right? Why do you feel like you can't tell somebody not to respect your stuff, your furniture, your home, your privacy? Where's all of that coming from? And why can't we do it? Because there's a lot of people who can't.
Right. And just
Right.
piggybacking on what Tasha said, when I read that too, the first chapter about self doubt, I always felt loved and nurtured. So I too don't really feel like I had self doubt. I mean, I have a lot of other issues, but not self doubt. Like I'm very confident and I
Yeah.
speak in a very assertive way, and I try to get my point across. But I love the book for others because there are people that were told like, you know, you can't do this, you can't do that, you know. And so I love this for them to help them get through it. And there's a lot of stuff that we could talk about, you know, as we go further. So it's definitely well needed because there are other people out there that you may maybe not have experienced the
Yeah.
love and
Yeah.
the support growing up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or again, it shows up just in different ways because then in life experiences, right? Because I think one of the things we talked about someone who may ignore that, do they have a fear of conflict, right? So that's an example of someone who's probably having self-doubt. When you have problems of facing conflict and you want to avoid conflict, what's behind that? So you want to get a little bit more curious about those things in those areas in your life where maybe the underlying current is doubt. And if you can see that and get through it, you can get through changing your behaviors because it's a gradual process that involves shifting your mindset. And I think we all, you know, we ain't at the pearly gates yet. We ain't arrived.
No,
Look,
life
I
is a
always
journey.
say God loves me because he still allows me to sin. You know, I'm a God-fearing child, but I don't think I've gotten ready to the place where I haven't sinned, right?
Right.
So we all have growth to do, and I think this is a very, very important topic to explore.
Yep.
Because again, like I said, it's a gradual process
Right.
that involves shifting the mind. And we'll talk as we talk more, you know, I'll talk
Yeah,
more
I want
about
to talk
that.
more about the
Hey,
pages.
May, love you. How are you? Yep. And so, you know, like we always say, self-doubt is nothing that is loud. Self-doubt is quiet. It's the voices that we hear every day that we grew up with. But I want to get into understanding the psychology and the origin of self-doubt, right? And in my book, I talk about 5 things that contribute to that. Number 1 is our early experience, right? So the people who nurtured us, who took care of us, who we learned from them. Then it talks about past failures and rejections. Those certainly are things that will aid in our
Oh, well, you know what?
self-doubt.
I had a lot of that now that I think about it.
Yeah, so in that
Yes.
right.
Look, past failures
And
and
rejection.
rejections. Because even though I'm confident, some people don't appreciate it, and then they reject me.
Right.
Like at the workplace, like if I worked in corporate or when I worked in corporate, I felt like I wasn't respected or
Did that-
accepted.
And what happened as a result of that?
Well, I went and sat down for a minute. God put me on the bench for a minute, and then I came back out. And then I said, okay, well, maybe I'll try teaching. Maybe corporate's too rough for
So it
me.
made you
Maybe I
change
don't
your
have
course.
the thick skin for corporate. But I did such an amazing job. Shout out to my 2 beautiful children. And we'll talk about their issues as far as dealing with a mom with mental health later on
Yeah.
the next episode.
Yeah.
To be
Yeah.
continued on that.
Yep.
But then I did the teaching thing. And again, I felt like some of the teachers was bullies. So then again, I felt rejected. And then now I'm here with you and you putting your feet all on the table. So I don't know. But I think we're going to make it make sense.
Oh,
So go ahead to
absolutely.
number
Yeah,
3. Comparison culture.
Wait a minute, Tasha, did you want to address that before we get to the next
I
one?
just skirted over it. Go ahead.
Well, I thought we was going to address them at the end, but you know
Okay.
how Michelle do, because I did want to address something in the
'Cause I might
early
forget.
experiences.
Yeah.
Yes, that's fine. That's fine. I wanted to address something in the early experience. So you want to do it after you read all 5, or do you want me to?
Yeah,
I
let me
can do
read
it
all
now.
5.
Okay,
Okay,
read
so
all 5.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
number 1, and you know what? And for those folks who are listening, I'm going to test you at the end because if you get them all right, I promise you I'm going to send you a special Rediscovering Your Worth gift. But you're going to have to answer the question at the end, doggone it. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. So we talked about early experiences. We talked about past failures and rejection. We talked about comparison culture last year. Let's just talk. I'm going to read the 5 and then we'll get into that. Internalized criticism. So that's the things we say to ourselves. Trauma and betrayal. There's a lot of that. And we talked about that also. That's deep down inside of us. I call it the yuck that we have to clean out. We got to clean that yuck out. So those are the 5 things to help you understand the psychology and origin of self-doubt. Now, there's more, but these are the 5 things that came up for me.
Yes, and I love
Right.
that you displayed that in your book nicely. And then there's a little thing that I highlighted, and you said self-doubt doesn't mean you're weak or flawed. It means you're human.
Exactly.
And that's what I got from all those rejections. I felt, hey, I'm human. They don't know. I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So that's why I felt like a sense of, okay, it means that you lived, because you learn and live and grow.
Yeah.
And you loved and you cared deeply enough to be shaped by your experiences. So
Yeah.
that's what I feel like. That's
And-
what
and-
I have arrived, but I still have more to go, on
Right.
my journey.
But, in all fairness, I think that if everybody just sat still for a minute, because I'm notorious for that, like I need my stillness time. But if people sat still, they can probably come up with at least, and I'm being generous, one self-doubt moment.
Oh,
If they would
absolutely.
allow
Yeah,
themselves to just
absolutely.
sit with it,
Yeah, absolutely.
they will come up with one self-doubt moment. And those are the things we need to do. Sit in the quiet so we can start to dispel those things that give us that self-doubt. And I'll tell you guys about something that happened to me. But Tasha, go ahead, give us your take on it.
Well, that's exactly good. I like that you had the major core of the first example of early life experiences
Yes.
as what starts to give self-doubt. And this is just one everybody has have. If they may not remember, but they did it to their kids, if they have mothers or they see nieces and nephews, or if they're teachers and young kids, is that when children turn about 2 years old and they start to explore, especially when they start walking. So anywhere between, I guess, 1 and 2 years old, 12 months and 24 months, they begin to explore. They touch everything in the house. They touch everything at eye length that they ain't supposed to touch. And what is the first thing that the adults say to them all the time?
Stop.
No.
No.
Stop. So what I want to say, because I know, like, again, first of all, a lot of this information I give out is for educational purposes, for people to explore. I'm not diagnosing anybody. I'm not giving out diagnosis. I'm giving out
Right.
broad psychoeducation.
This is for
And I want-
information purposes only, ladies and
Purposes.
gentlemen.
Right. And I want people to explore. So I like to give the other side of it, some of the stuff that we do commonly that we don't even know cause harm, long-term harm. And that's the first experience. So all of us has experienced that. All of us have been told, no, don't do that at such an early age that we don't even remember. And then that becomes the foundation of how we learn that, oh, we did something wrong. And even without language, because some kids can't speak about it, even if the parent explained it to them, it may settle in their body because the parent could repair and say, no, baby, that's dangerous. That's if kids love putting stuff in sockets. If you do that, you're going to hurt yourself. So the kid, they hear the different tone of voice and it'll be repaired, but it still doesn't take away from in that moment something that they were very curious about, very joyful about. They
Right.
were going to explore and they will stop. That sets the foundation of self-doubt.
Right.
And then now you think about your life and you think about things you observe and experience and how you grow up from there, where people are saying you go out and look for advice. So no, I don't think you should do that, or I don't think you should do this, or the things that we watch on TV. There's always messages of what's right and what's wrong.
All around us.
Well, this is why we have
Yes.
the expert.
all around us.
Yes.
All around us.
Okay,
Yep,
very
yep.
good. That's well noted.
Excellent.
So that's important to explore. So it don't always have to be what we think is a capital egregious act against you. Those are easy to
It's
identify.
just a subtle thing.
The subtle ones is, that's what I think I could bring to this discussion. Because again, people be sitting like, Michelle, you started out the session saying, I don't think I got self-doubt. And here we are, but about 5 minutes later, and now you're not identifying.
Okay, I can admit that I was wrong.
No, but this is
wrong.
because it's the subtle stuff that
Yes,
you
right.
don't take
Yes.
into account.
Right.
Yes.
Remember that.
Yes.
It's not quiet.
Right.
I mean, it's not loud.
It's quiet.
It's quiet.
Got it.
It's quiet. And you're right, Tasha. When you talked about the child and their caretakers, sometimes it's not always the big, right? Because you have some caretakers, parents, I don't know, whoever the caretaker is, they didn't show any kind of emotion or any kind of reaction to a child until they did something big. Then it was like, oh my gosh. So it taught the child how to perform, right? So now as I'm older, if I don't perform, I'm not going to get that validation that I need. So now I got to do big things. And if I don't, it may cause some self-doubt.
Got it.
Right.
Right.
Now that's a big one.
That's
Yeah,
a
So you
big
see
one.
the difference
That's
between the big ones and the subtle
Right,
ones,
right,
the subtle
right.
messaging.
and even though it's big, right? We know it, we see it. It still may be silent to somebody who's actually doing it. Right? It's silent to somebody who's actually doing it. Past failures and rejections. Woo!
That's what I did talk about.
Failure can be one of life's greatest teacher, but can also leave scars.
Leave scars.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, my thoughts on that is that, I think that people have to learn that failures is along your journey of discovery. Right. Everybody's going to have bumps and bruises. We set up these schemas in our mind about how we think things should go. And if it don't go the way we designed to go, sometimes we think we fail. Right. But I think, like Sabrina wrote in the book, the first statement is failures could be your greatest life's lesson. That's the time where you get a little bit more curious, and then you don't internalize that. I mean, Michelle, you shifted. You said corporate America may not be for me, so I'm going to go and do some teaching. Then you got there and kind of find out the same thing.
Right.
But each time you grew and you learned something about yourself, right?
Yeah.
So I think those past failures and rejections will definitely leave you doubtful if you go in it expecting it should be the way you design. Look, that's not how life works.
But then I'm going to go back on, like, who told us that failure is bad? Right? Who told us that?
There you go. Early life
Why
experience
didn't
is
they
swinging
teach
back
us
to
from
number
early
one.
on that failure is just a lesson for us to
Yes.
learn and grow from?
That's right.
And I was listening to
yeah.
somebody too, and they were talking about how children are in sports, so maybe it's basketball or football, and we'd be so excited, oh, they the best, the starters or whatever. And then when they don't make it to the NBA, it's not a failure. They still have all those lessons that they learn as far as, working as a team, having good character, being on time, showing up for your teammates. So,
Michelle, I could talk about that all day.
I know, but I just wanted to point that out. That's very
No, and it's real. My son is actually listening. So Chase, give a comment on YouTube. My son was in tons of sports, and I would leave being the therapist. I'm just a sports mom there, but I would leave.
So you thought.
No, and I will leave these games with all the other parents, like pushing these 7-year-olds and telling them they're going to be in the NFL. He played football, lacrosse, and basketball. And just like you say, you playing to go for the NBA. And we all know that that's an elite group.
Yeah.
Everybody who played basketball ain't going to make it. And then I would tell my husband, I said, these kids are going to be messed up. These kids are going to be messed up because they don't have no place else to fall, other thing to land. Because if they don't make it, then where is the identity connected to? So that's why I said I could talk about that all day, every day.
And
unfortunately, we've experienced that because my son is now 27, and my husband run into the young boys he's coached or he's seen, and he was like, "Honey, you always said they was right." I said, "Yeah, because it's really a form of emotional abuse.
It is. It is.
Because you almost like the adults in your life are setting you up for failure. They don't know nothing about that. When they out there 7 years old, they trying to learn to play the game and have fun with their friends.
That's it.
That is the parent putting that expectation on them.
Because they're trying to live vicariously through their children.
Right. But I think as a culture, we need to change that mindset. Don't just understand that you are where you are and you're doing what you're doing. But if you don't get to where you might want to aspire to, it doesn't mean you're a failure.
Right.
It means that you have this journey. Now you pivot and do a different journey. And I don't think we tell everybody to pivot. Like we said, it's just a failure. It's not a failure. You did a good job.
And when you bring that on self-doubt, right, over time, those failures, if not addressed properly, and they're not failures, but if we keep them in our head as failures, they start to build walls around us. So even though I may be a writer, if somebody kept telling me, "Oh, you can't write, girl, your writing is horrible," I'm now gonna put these walls around me and may never write again.
Right. Okay.
Which is problematic, right?
Yeah.
Because then you don't dream. And what is the core of self-doubt when we get into further in the book and start talking about self-worth and confidence is mastery.
Yes.
So if you fail and then you say, "I'm never going to do that again," you never get to master.
Right.
And if you
opposed to
live
keep
life
going.
thinking that everything that pops up in your mind as a failure, what do you eventually get to master? So then you don't have a level of mastery. If you don't have a level of mastery, you don't have confidence. If you don't have confidence, you don't have self-worth.
Right. They
Yep.
all go together.
Yep. The
It's-
next one.
Comparison culture. We live in a world
Wow.
where we're constantly shown the best part of other people's lives on social media. We see the promotions, the vacations, the picture perfect relationship. What we don't see are the struggles behind the scene, and yet it's so easy to look at those curated images and think, wow, I'm so far behind. Wow, I want a relationship like that. Wow, I wish I was pretty as her. Wow, I wish I had the body like him. Like, it is just
It's
so
too
damaging.
Much.
Yeah.
It's too much. Well, I always taught like my family, my nieces and things like that, like, don't be jealous of stuff like that, because people get jealous and then they start feeling bad about themselves. You too can do those things, and everything that you see, you might not want to do it anyway. And so I think it's good not to fall for the banana in the tailpipe, because most of that stuff on social media is not real. I mean,
Well,
I
prior
can
to
Most of the
social
stuff in life
media-
ain't real.
Right. Prior to social media, we just had media and entertainment.
Right.
Period.
Right.
And even if you take it back to the sports lives, now we're seeing a lot more on social media that's not so good in some of those lives that people will idolize.
Right.
So I think really it's just people having an understanding of loving on themselves and accepting themselves for who they are. Look, I wanted to sing at the Apollo.
Girl, you
I
would have
not
been
too
good.
late. I
cannot sing to save my life.
Look, she can be your AI.
Right.
You be up there,
Right.
you're like, that's not Tasha, that's Sabrina.
But you
AI
know what,
character.
Tasha? It's so funny you're saying this, right? Because self-doubt, we're going to keep talking about this, but loving yourself and knowing who you are is so important when it comes to comparison culture, right? Because like we said, we see things on TV, and even before TV, when you looked at your friends, you're like, oh my God, they got a nice house. And oh my God, but you really don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I'll never forget one time, one of my girlfriends, God bless the dead, she said to me, Sabrina, I want your life. She was like, you got the husband, you got the house, you got the kids. I said to her, don't take just my good times, take my bad times too.
Yeah.
But again, the self-doubt in ourselves and not knowing ourselves and not loving ourselves wholeheartedly will bring on that I want to be like somebody else because we don't know who we are. And that's a whole
The
nother
yearning
conversation.
for the goodness.
Right.
Yes, the yearning for the goodness. Yeah.
Oprah said something really good one time. She says, don't be me, be the best version of you.
Right.
So you.
I love that.
Yeah, you just have to be yourself at the end of the day.
And that-
everyone's unique and special and beautiful in their own way.
And loving yourself is a whole nother conversation, right? Because when you tell somebody, just you got to love yourself first. How can I do something I don't know how to do, right? So you got to talk to people and give them the tools and the resources and the examples of what that looks like. And so
that's why this book is really good.
And that's a whole nother conversation. And I'm almost finishing a workbook that I have with some exercises, and it's going to be amazing. And I'm gonna let y'all look at it before I actually publish it. But it is phenomenal.
Okay.
So comparison culture. Anything else on that one?
No, let's
and
move
it says,
to
why am I
the
so
next one.
far behind in the book when people think that? And it's your journey.
Right.
You don't have to race to the top. You can be like me. Take your time. You become a millionaire later on. It don't have to be like yesterday.
Right.
You can be patient with yourself.
Right. Okay, internalized criticism. Sometimes the hardest critics live inside of us. Isn't that the truth? Maybe someone in your life, a parent, teacher, or partner, planted those seeds of doubt with their words and action. Over time, their voice became your voice, replaying those same messages over and over and over and over and over again. We got to break that record.
Yes, that's why we're breaking the chains.
We got to break the record, right? And you know what? We don't really need anybody else to to treat us bad because we do a great job of it.
Yeah, no.
You ever fail at something? Go, God, you are so stupid. You got to do better. Instead of being gentle and kind with ourselves and saying, you know what, it didn't work this time, but I promise you the next time I'm going to do better.
I think we talk about that a lot. To
Yeah.
be kind, like if I was to be, tell you something, I should tell myself the same
Right.
thing.
We
Like,
treat
don't worry
other
about it.
self-doubt.
Yeah.
I'll treat you better than I treat myself.
Right.
Okay, I won't, but I'm just saying because I love myself.
I know,
I'm just
Brett,
saying.
we're just saying.
I'm saying.
Just
Tasha,
saying.
thoughts? Internal
Yes, because
criticism.
in this right here, too, self-doubt is often known as a mental habit than really a reflection of your true abilities.
Right,
So
right.
you can rewrite those stories, you can rewrite those patterns through consistent practices. And I hope that we'll have time that I just want to add to tonight to start us along our journey of that, to talk about mindset shifts that we
Yeah.
can do, that people can actually practice over the next week. At each time you're going to walk away, we talk about this book, you're going to walk away with something to do so you can test whether we talking the truth or not. Because
Right.
some people may be doubting, like, nah, just like Michelle did, like, I'm good. But you don't know
All
what you
right,
don't
don't
know
rub it
until you
in,
test it.
Tasha.
Ah, girl, when you put it out
And we
there.
I
gotta
know, I'm
and we
good.
gotta we gotta take into account when somebody's telling us something, is it really serving us? I'll never forget somebody said to me one time, and I'm not gonna say the who. This was maybe when I first became in the world of working. And I was at this job for a year, and a year later, my boss came and threw this paperwork, not in a bad way, and said, apply for this. It was a supervisor's position. And I was like, because I was an amazing employee, if I do say so myself.
course.
So he was
I'm
like,
gonna
put
give
in
you
for
an
the
applause.
supervisor position. So anyway, I was so excited, and I ran home, and I was like, look, I'm gonna put in for a supervisor. The person said to me, you can't be no supervisor. Now, if I was a person who really didn't believe in myself, I would have probably ate that up and not put in for the position. I was like, I looked that person in the eye and I said, with the proper training, you can be whatever you want to be. Not only was I a supervisor, I was an executive manager. I worked at a headquarters level. They traveled. I do presentations for executives. You could do whatever you want to do.
Well, that's why this book is good, because it can remind people,
Yes.
that you
Do
too.
whatever you want to do.
Yes.
And you know what? And I have to say this, and I know we're running out of time, but
Not
before we
yet,
get to
we
the
still
trauma
got
and
10
the
minutes.
betrayal, the one thing I did when I started working on me, there were so many things that I wanted to do, right, when I was a young girl that I never did. I told you guys I read a lot. Books used to take me away. I thought I wanted to be a singer like Tasha at the Apollo.
Oh, you guys are gonna have this AI concert.
And so, but I also really love like the symphony. I love string instruments. I love the violin. And I love the piano. I love
I love the
symphony.
piano too. I love
And so I said, you know what? I want to learn how to play the piano. And so I bought a piano. Even if it never goes anywhere, I afforded myself the opportunity to try it.
yeah.
Anything I want to do within reason. I don't want to go to to the moon or anything like that. But anything that I want to do, I do it. I try it. If I like it,
Because you're not scared to fail.
I'm not.
Or what
But
we call failure.
I'm not. I'm
you're not scared to pivot.
I'm
Well,
not.
we're not even going to use that
I'm
word
not.
failure.
In fact,
Let's not use that word
I
failure.
welcome the challenge.
Yeah, let's not use that word
Yes,
failure.
that's
Let's
it. I
just
was
say
I was
pivot.
actually gonna say that's a good reframe to use the word challenge. You
I
welcome the
welcome it.
challenge.
I welcome it.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's gonna be a
challenge.
challenge. Anything
Yes.
we set our mind
Right,
to
it's
do
gonna be
is gonna
challenge.
be a challenge. There's
Yes.
no script on how to get there. We get a framework to
Right.
work in, but everybody's journey is everybody's journey, and there's going to be bumps and bruises along the way. And I think when people can embrace the challenge, you can get where you need to go.
Exactly.
I love that.
So,
Yep. So we
We
have
got
a question
some people
from
here.
my handsome nephew. He says,
Hi, Ty.
question on Sabrina. In a culture of constant visibility where people are exposed to everyone's achievements, lifestyle, relationships, and career milestones in real time, how do we separate healthy inspiration from harmful comparison?
Ooh, that's good right there.
That is a
Sister.
good
Way he
question.
framed that question. I want to hear
well,
from an
well, I
expert.
could actually, I can answer. That's
Yes.
Tyrell? 'Cause
Yes.
he was up there last week. That's
Hey, Tyrell.
that's our millennium.
He
That's
keep us
challenging
accountable,
up there. Go
boy.
ahead.
I love it.
Make
Yes,
sure we
keeping us
talk about
accountable.
right
So
stuff
let
here.
me share this now. So what we could do is we have mindset shifts. So you always want to challenge your inner critic. Challenge those negative thoughts about you not being good enough. Try to use constructive criticism on yourself. Would you tell somebody else they're not good enough? What would you tell a friend, a loved one, a sister, a sibling, a cousin? The second thing you could always do is doubt your thought, doubt your doubts, right? Because your doubts come up and you give them credibility, but good things come up about yourself and you'll doubt it. So doubt your doubts. Recognize that self doubt is a outdated operating system that was there to protect you from maybe embarrassment or learned behavior, core belief system. And you can ask yourself, what if the opposite were true?
Right.
What if I thought this about myself?
Right. But I think the other thing is this, right? When we look at other people's relationships or we look on social media and in real time, and we have this angst in us that we want what they have. Secretly, like you're
Human
not
nature.
you right, and you thinking, "Oh, I want that relationship like they have." Or I want the thing that they have, right? Now you have to start to look inward. And I tell people this all the time. First of all, you got to know what you really want. What do you want? You ever seen the movie The Notebook? And I want to curse. What do you want? Do you want that relationship? Okay, so even if it's superficial, I don't care. If this is the kind of relationship you want, this loving relationship where somebody's loyal, authentic, a mentor, whatever it is that you want, are you working on that in yourself? Are those characteristics coming up in you? Never mind what you see on the screen. Yeah, it looks beautiful. They look beautiful. They done found their perfect one. But dig inside of you. What do you want? If you want that relationship, are you working towards that relationship? If you want that house, what are you doing to work towards that house? Maybe you might have to go back to school to get a degree, to learn something or learn a trade or whatever. Are you doing what you need to do to work towards it in order for it to come to you? Are you attracting that? And I'm not talking about you, are you, and for most people, right? Okay, I'm going to use me as an example. I just want to be. I want to be me. And what does that mean? That means that, never mind, I ain't going to tell you what that means. But I just want to be me. I don't want to be anybody else.
As long as you
and
know
whatever it is that I'm attracting at this level of being me, if it's not something that I want, then I know I may have to adjust in some areas because I'm drawing in the thing that is coming to me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, well, I would think, I would tell people, and Tyrell, that just focus on you. You know, no matter what everybody else is doing, just focus on what you're doing. Like you said, what do you want? You know, make your vision board, you know. Get up in the morning, say your affirmations, and just focus, tunnel vision. Don't worry about what the world is doing, because right now some people look crazy in it anyway. So just focus on your goals, what you want, and how you, like Sabrina said, plan to achieve those goals. That's
for
what
you,
I'm saying,
right?
for you.
So let's,
everybody's different.
Because if you
Everybody
want a
wants different
relationship
stuff.
like Meghan and Harry, right?
Yeah, everybody wants different stuff.
If you want this perfect relationship, be the perfect person for you. I be the perfect person for you. Mm-hmm. Some people are like, oh, I want this guy to take me out to a restaurant that costs $1,000 a plate. I don't know, that's expensive for some, but not for others. Mm-hmm. Have you ever taken yourself to a restaurant for $1,000?
So you saying date yourself?
Date yourself. Love on yourself. Do the things you want done first with you, and then everything else is going to follow. It's going to follow.
Love that. I think that's an excellent point.
Tasha, what's your thoughts?
Yes, that was the next couple of things I was going to say about the mindset shift. You got to shift your mindset. And I think what you guys did was give great examples of how that can happen. But you got to be able to embrace your imperfections.
Yes.
Because if you don't know where your imperfections lie, then you can't work on them to get yourself to the place that you want to be, right? So you got to let go perfectionism, because perfectionism is really if you want to be perfect, the job don't get done. So you embrace the imperfections so that you can work on that to take yourself along that journey. And the last one is practicing the self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness you want somebody else to treat you with.
And be gentle.
Or how you would treat your
be
friend.
gentle with yourself when you don't work up and your day's perfect. It's so funny. Yesterday, church, I laughed because I did not want to go to church. I really wrangled. Like, I battled. I was like, I'm going, I'm not going. I changed my outfit like 3 times. I'm not going, I'm going. I changed my outfit. So finally I said, you know what? Even though it's later than I normally leave, I'm still going to go. So I went to church and I got there, and we have like this little community that I sit with, and it was just so well worth it to push through because really it is the start of my week for me to sit there and congregate with the body of Christ. And so
I'm glad you pushed through.
I do. I'm telling you.
Glad you pushed through.
So I said all that to say is, you know, even when your day is not perfect, give yourself grace. give yourself grace, treat yourself to some ice cream or whatever it is you like,
Yes.
and try again. Just
And
don't
that's
give
what
up.
it is. God gives us another day. So
Yep.
as long as he keeps giving you another day, you can keep trying.
Yep.
Nothing's going to be perfect. I know I pretend I am, but I know I'm not. But, you know, just take one day at a time. And we're constantly learning and growing. Your life is a journey until it's no more.
Right.
Okay? And you can always pivot.
And ladies
whatever
and gentlemen,
you learned is an experience. It's not a failure.
we are running out of time, and this is the part that I don't like because I got to say goodbye to our Facebook and YouTube family. But guess what? God willing, we'll be back here next week at 7 o'clock p.m. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe. Any closing words, Shell? I'm going to go to you first, and I'm going to end with Tasha.
Come to our event on May 17th and learn wealth building strategies at the YMCA. Get your ticket on Eventbrite. Email us, call us, do what you need to do.
Tasha?
Well, the World Health Organization, I think this is an overall of us breaking the chain cycle. Define health as not being the absence of disease, but recognized by the presence of well-being. So our goal is to bring that to you guys every day. So I hope this session is starting to contribute that people have to sit with, even what you think you know, you don't know. So practice well-being every day.
And I want everybody that is in listening ear of my voice, please do something to honor yourself this week. Just think about you for once, even if it's 1 day, 1 hour, 1 minute. Do something to honor you this week, because guess what? I love you. And see you next week.
When the rhythm hits that beat, let your body join